Welcome back, guys. So you can see the market has crashed a lot. You can see 84 plus coming below, like say 330k. If you snipe, if you wait and snipe, you could get them even say 300k, and that's like huge. I would say you can see some of them going at 678k. Then 85 and above 85 and 86, you'll see plenty of them below 400k. Sometimes you'll have to snipe a bit, but still it takes very little time to snipe because it refreshes every 5 minutes. And if you just keep refreshing like this for 5 minutes, then you'll be able to pick up a few Al-Hajari. Some of these players are very nice as well because these national heroes, the prices have come down because of the golden greatest packs having national heroes, which has brought down the market so much for those so-called national heroes. And the good thing is that there are so many different nations in this, in the national heroes, so we can actually get there are icon SBC nodes and all that require say 11 different nations, play some 11 different nations and all. It was a bit more difficult earlier, but now with this national heroes it is so easy to do all that. Even 86, 87, when you go for 87, normally you should be seeing a bit of them below 460k, I believe. Okay, and guys, there are certain positions where price is even a bit higher. Say position of a left back or a right back. Especially right backs are a bit more costly, I would say, at the moment. So, but what we can do is we can just in those positions when we need SBCs where 82 or 83 overall are all required, we can use the 87s and 88s and all from positions where it's easily available, and then maybe get high golds from positions where it's a bit more difficult. Everything has fallen, but I'm mostly looking up from 84 to 88 for using in SBCs. Even 88s seen quite a few below 500k. Okay, at the moment they're not there. It just keeps refreshing, so it's always available, guys. This is the biggest opportunity for us to, it's a huge opportunity for us to invest, and also it's a huge opportunity for us to say do the icon SBCs, which gives lots of coins, XP, skill boost. Especially if you are below 15 in skill boost level and all, you should definitely do the icon SBCs. You can see the prices, it has never been this low, guys. So definitely you can easily snipe and then do the icon SBCs. I'm gonna especially most people would have a lot of coins from the World Cup mode. I have already made videos on doing that during the World Cup. If you have coins saved up, then this is the best time to do the SBCs. And guys, there's only like 2 or 3 months left in the main game, so this is time for the final push to build that dream team, the one that we can keep in our memory. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and do some icon SBCs now. What I'm going to do is the node I have left, say for Ronaldo and Shearer it's the first node, for Del Piero it's the second one, and for Crespo it's the third one. Whichever node is the next node, that one I am doing first, mostly because it takes too much time in between video to go and do it. So I decided I will just keep the teams ready, and then you can see here itself I'm using a few golds and VSA players, guys. For normal elites, VSA players are the cheapest. Throw in some VSA players, throw in some, even in golds I'm mostly preferring VSA players, and you can throw in some national heroes, and then that's it, guys. You get the team you need. You can actually make a profit if you are willing to snipe. If you're willing to take the time and snipe, then you can actually make a profit. Since I had plenty of coins, I did not snipe too much, I would say. If I wait and snipe, I can make even more profit, like I just showed. You just all you have to do is to know the correct sniping filters. It's not even difficult. You can just notice or observe the market and know which one will be the best. You can see that's very nice. That's 250k XP and 2.5 million coins. So it's both, we get coins, we get skill boosts, we get XP. All three of these we can achieve from doing these SBCs, which is very useful. At my level, or if you are say 120 plus, then what you really need is XP. Again guys, you can see a lot of those BSA players and some national heroes mostly. Even Diego Jota, some of these normal players, base elites, or even some other program players and all of their prices have come down a lot now thanks to these national heroes. The prices haven't been this down for a long time. I mean, even during it was not this massive, at least for the 85 plus, even during the Timo season crash, it was good for the lower tier players, but for the 85 to 88 overalls, there has never been a crash this high. I mean, I'm even investing in certain positions like left back, right back, center backs, and all. Again, guys, throwing some VSA players and some national heroes, and then this is a lot of coins, lot of XP. I believe now using these SBCs, these XPs and skill boosts and everything, I can make that final push, build that dream team, and maybe if everything goes well, maybe try for that top 250, which would be amazing. I'll try my best to for that one. I won't be stopping here. I'm only doing the first notes, the notes that I've left in the first, because those are the ones I could be ready before for the video. I'll be doing further notes soon, within the next 1 or 2 days. I mean, because once the golden greatest ends, we can expect the prices to going up. Especially there are information that some new event is going to come this week itself. Okay, and the skill boost, there also is a bit more difficult once you hit say level 15, but till then it's a bit, I would say it's easy. If you keep doing these SBCs, then you should be able to reach a level like that. I mean, this was a huge unexpected crash. Been waiting for a market crash because I had so much of these SBCs to do. I think I'll need lots of hours to do all these SBCs because I've got plenty of these left, and now I'm so happy that even though that golden greatest packs, I do not like this pack only promos, especially that even I got like 90 points left, but there is no way I can use it. That kind of sucks, I would say, because it would have been better if they could at least give some, say, elites, at least, that if you do not get the 200 points for the player, then at least we can use 50 points or 100 points to get at least some elites, but nothing. But still, what it has done is sometimes the event does more good for us than it seems like in the first view. What it does is it has crashed the market completely. If you're planning to sell, then it's a bad thing, especially for me. I have invested a lot. I've invested close to 100 million on elites, and also I cannot sell anything now. But what I can do is I can use the national heroes to do these icon SBCs. So guys, it's all about finding an opportunity, even in sometimes things go against us. I've invested in lots of base elites, Neymars and Cellini's and all. Their prices won't go up now because of this crash. But this is not a permanent crash, it's a very temporary one. because this ends in 2 or 3 days, this golden greatest. So once the golden greatest ends, the prices should start going up. I'll be investing a lot in the golden greatest players as well, especially players from positions that we require for future icon SBCs as well. I mean, I hope there are more icon SBCs to come. Okay. Okay, here we go. And there are players from certain teams and all that we may need. Players from certain leagues that are required for SBCs. And I will also be doing the SBC, that guaranteed master SBC. I haven't been doing it since it doesn't refresh. I haven't been doing it for a long time. But now, because of this huge crash, I've decided to do it again. I would love to get some of those players. There are a couple of players that I would actually use in that. If I do not get any of them, then I will use whomever I get as XP. But I really hope I actually go on to get some of those players I would like to get. I'm hoping for Pirlo. Actually, he is very good offensively, so I could use him as an attacking center defensive midfielder. I'm considering Pirlo or James Rodriguez or even Leo Messi. Some of those pulls would be nice. Okay. So guys, if you're already invested in players and now the prices are falling and all, don't panic and sell, especially those base elites and all. Just keep them. The market will definitely rise. It always does, unless next event, the event should come in this week itself, and when the event comes, unless it's is an event that gives lots of players, the market would rise. Most likely events give more coins than players, so in that case the market should definitely rise. Again, you can see guys, the 11 exact nations, that's the beauty of these national heroes. You can get plenty of nations, even the smaller ones that we won't always get higher rated players. There are certain nations where it's difficult for us to get elites. Even for many of those nations, we will get lots of elites in this one. It makes many of the icon SBCs a lot easier. And guys, if you've got any of these icons, which you do not, the previous icons and all, I've done all this earlier itself. It's also definitely worth it. The first node doesn't seem much good, but the later nodes are very nice. Okay, the next one, or we are just done with the attackers one. Attackers are maximum, of course. Midfielders are the least, I feel. Okay, then the midfielders one. And if you got any icons, say from the National Heroes event or the Prestige event and all, if you got the icons, what you can do is you can do 4 SBCs of that icon. If you do not require that icon for your first line or first 11, then what you can do is do the 4 SBCs of the icon, then that will give you 1 million of that specific icon's XP, just like this one. This is only that specific icon can use that XP. You can put that XP into that icon if you have him, and you can use him as XP or rank up material. That will be like, if you add that 1 million XP in a 90 plus icon, then that should be like 1.3 1.4 million XP, which is huge. Could be very helpful in rank ups, will be very helpful in taking players to that 100 overall, which is very difficult to do sometimes, because once the players hit like say 97 overall, after that the required XP, it goes up a lot. Even some people have asked me like how to get XP. This is the best option for that, guys. Is icon SBCs. Always what I do is to wait for a crash, and when a crash comes, then use the market crash and do these icon SBCs. They're rewarding like in an amazing way. There are certain players whom you can get, say like 87 Fellaini and all. Some players are 87 rate, even though they're like 87 rated, they come like very cheap. What you can do is you can see like which positions are like position specific SBCs. The position specific SBCs require like left back, right back, center back, CDMs and cams. That's what I observe. So one thing is you can invest on 87 plus versions of those players for the upcoming SBCs as well. Hagi is one the fourth node I'm skipping because he is from Romania and that requires 7 Romanian players in a high overall. Since they did not play in the World Cup, they do not have any national heroes, and so it's almost impossible. It's too costly to do it, so I'm skipping that one. So you have to check like which ones are cost effective. All the second nodes, guys, all the second nodes are so easy at the moment thanks to these national heroes. So that's a must. At least do all the second nodes. If you have the coins, I would say do all 4 nodes for maximum icons. There are very few where you may find it a bit difficult. Like Pele, I would definitely skip because that's too costly. Other than that, even the Ronaldo one is a bit costly. It seems like. The previous, even for Roberto Carlos, I am not doing the 4th node at the moment, but it's very rewarding. You get like 5 million coins and everything. But the Brazilian elites are a bit costly at the moment, so I will take a second look at it, maybe get some more elites and all campaign. I'll try some other stuff also, then only I will decide whether to go for it. I haven't got any icon through SBCs. It looks a bit too costly for me, so I haven't done any of that yet. But yes, if it costs less, then I may go ahead now. Now that I'm doing 4 nodes of almost everybody, so if it's possible to do it without spending too much coins, then I will go ahead and do that one. Especially I really love this first node. Earlier I did most first nodes during the Timo season market crash. I always wait for a market crash, guys. So sometimes you need to be patient in this game. The strategy and patience are very important. With that you can build an amazing, strong dream team. I'm working on that at the moment. Okay, I know the video is a bit long, but that's because we are doing so much of these SBCs. Almost all the SBCs we are doing at least 1 node of almost all the SBCs. That's it's taking a bit of time. The next ones I'm going to do off camera only, the next set. But if you guys have any doubt regarding any of these icon SBCs, like which players to get and all, feel free to ask me in the comment section. Okay. There are a few more left. So the rest are okay. The Ferdinand one. You can see this 4 million coins, 300k XP and everything for the previous icons as well. And it's not very difficult even, especially as the national heroes. For an 83 overall team, you get 4 million. That's very nice. It's a very sweet deal, I would say. Especially with the national heroes, that's the key, guys. That market crash. Without the market crash, this would have costed a lot more. Now the rest few I'm going to, because it's almost going to be 20 minutes. I'm going to do the next few off camera. So guys, this is Wander Saz Origin. This final SBC I'm going to show now on camera. Want to show this one because here we need 7 players of Netherlands, and that makes it so costly because they do not have national heroes since they do not play in the World Cup. So in the rest 4 sports, we got 3 national heroes and VSA player. We put all high overall. That's how we are somehow managing to keep it under a profitable cost. Especially since I have the Prime Van der Sar, I can use this Van der Sar so I can use the Van der Sar XP for my Prime Van der Sar to finally make him 100 overall as well. That's why I went ahead and did this one. I still have many icon nodes left. I'll be doing that maximum of those within the next 24 hours, and I'll suggest you guys to do the same. And guys, you can see the effect, the impact of it. You can see I haven't even reached level 14 yet. Now I got like 200 extra in those. You can see aggression, holding, or speed, some of those going up. I had just upgraded goalkeeper diving in my last video. Even that one I'm going up. It's like I'm getting one free overall by upgrading all the skill boosts. My overall should go up by 1 level just by upgrading the skill boost, and now I believe I should have plenty of XP thanks to these icon SBC nodes. I'm gonna throw in the Van der Sar XP to him. I can see I got 107 pieces of those 50k XP. That's a lot. So I should be able to upgrade some players and all, I believe. I still need 300k XP or something for my Van der Sar. I'll be upgrading and all in my next video. Hopefully I will finalize on my next I need a different striker and a different center defensive midfielder. Once I finalize those 2 decisions, I'll be doing my dream team update as well. Now I'll just go ahead with the weekly SBCs and try my luck to get a useful master. There are some very nice players, and then there are some options which are not that good as well. Don't think any of the 90 ones will be good. The 90 Mertens is actually good. Other than that, I don't really see any 90 as like say really good. I think I need an 86 here. One is showing. Okay, once it's showing the 86, I should be able to do this one. Here I'll just throw in this one. So in an 86 team, 2 players will be on the same league, 9 exact players and exact nations. All only Draxler is a VSA player, and rest all from the national heroes because they are the cheapest ones available at the moment. If you get a good one, then that'll be really useful. But recently our pack luck has been so bad, so not too hopeful. Just doing this one because it's fun and haven't done one for a long time. Here we go. And we get that little Mertens that I talked about. Not one I really need. Yeah, it happens sometimes. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye bye. See you guys later.